What's up, besties? Welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Thank you all so very much for being here with me. I know it has been a minute since I've posted a reading, folks. It has been a very interesting energy, very intense. I'm sure y'all have been feeling it as well. The last time we posted, it was Halloween. It was also the new moon in Scorpio. It was a very, like I said, very intense energy, and it did spill over into the following week. And then, of course, we are just coming off of the election in the US, okay? And I know the feelings have been rather intense surrounding that. Now, I'm not here to get into the political stuff, but I will say it's been quite a roller coaster, even from where I sit here in Canada watching the state of affairs in the US. It's been really affecting pretty much everyone. But I'm not here to read on that. I am actually here with somewhat of a channeled message, and I feel that it is related to the intensity of the energy that we've all been experiencing over the last week or so. Now, this reading is, of course, timeless. So whenever you run into it, hopefully there is a message here for you. That is my intention. Before we ring the sound bowl, I do want to just touch on briefly the energy that I've been picking up on. Okay, so Spirit's been sending me this song, and it keeps popping into my mind, and it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. It's by a Canadian hip-hop artist named Chaos, and it's called Crab Bucket. Okay, so I keep hearing no time to get down because I'm moving up. Okay, and it's like no time to get down because I'm moving up. It's really quite a fun song. But then it got me thinking about the metaphor about crabs in a bucket. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I live on the coast, so there's a lot of crabbing and whatever, right? When you're out crabbing, you catch crabs. It's you can just put them all in a bucket. You don't need a lid. Because what will happen is if you pile a bunch of crabs in a bucket, no matter if one of them is trying to escape, another one of the crabs will pull them down. They will not escape the bucket, okay? So there could be some feelings of frustration. That's a very popular metaphor. It's like crabs in a bucket. And to combine that with the song, the insight that I gained from that was some of you may be feeling like no matter what you do or no matter what's going on, it's like you're trying to escape maybe a pattern or a cycle or circumstance in your world. And it does feel like there are people and situations around you that are constantly trying to pull you back down. Now, if I relate this to the work that I do, like as for spiritual guidance and as a spiritual metaphor, it's folks here trying to ascend, trying to raise their vibration, trying to make healthier choices, trying to align with their fate and destiny. And there's this feeling of consistently being pulled back down. Okay. And so I just thought I would put that out there. We're going to do a little reading and a check-in, but this will probably resonate for you if there have been some feelings of frustration around, I'm doing the best that I can. I'm really trying hard to make healthy choices in my life, to move out of, like I said, certain patterns or circumstances, or move away from certain groups of people, whether it's like toxic behaviors or whatever it is, but you keep getting pulled back down into that bucket. Now, oftentimes we will find that when we are trying to better ourselves, this is very common, the people who know us to be a certain way, or the people in our lives, they knowingly or unknowingly, they will do everything that they can to kind of keep us in that same position. They don't want to see you change. They don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you succeed sometimes. And I know I don't want to sound like a pessimist, but oftentimes when we are trying to better ourselves, we do shine a light on those who aren't doing that kind of work, and it does tend to trigger them, and they want to kind of bring you down, like, whatever. Misery loves company, is that kind of a thing. So there's a little bit of a theme here, and it has not gone away, so we're probably going to read on that. With all that said, I know I'm already 5 minutes in. I'm going to bring the sound bowl, I'm going to call in spirit, and we will see what this is all about, okay? And if there's direct messages here for you, or any advice, especially if you feel like this energy aligns with what you've been experiencing recently. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. I don't want to forget the lyrics. I love this. Poised. I don't want to forget the lyrics in the song that have been really coming through. It does go, got no time to get down because I'm moving up. So a lot of you are, you're moving on up, right? You're moving on up. You are doing the work. You are poised here. Look at that, for something quite beautiful, a change in your life. What we have here is poised, time for a nap, and co-create, right? We also have community at the bottom of the deck. A lot of you, especially with the political outcome, women, people of color, all over the world, have been feeling a hard hit of the patriarchy and, the misogyny and the racism that is absolutely rampant in our world. We've taken quite a hit recently. It's been an eye-opening experience, let's just say that, to see where people's values truly align, and it's been very difficult. So when I see community, the first thing I thought of is that there's a lot of work to do, and I feel many of you are going to try not to let the political landscape, keep you down, and to get to work, basically, right? But this is the overall theme here. We're going to get to work to try to, I said to cry. Yes, cry, because you need to cry. If you need to cry, take a nap, do your thing, express your feelings. Yes, okay. But we're going to try to co-create safe spaces, community spaces, a better world, right? We're going to focus on what we can do to continue to try to move forward, to continue to try to grow, to evolve as humans on the planet at this time. Okay, I'm just going to put it that way. I'm getting like a really big, this is more like I'm finding a loss for words. The point of view of this reading is more like what's going on in your world, your microcosm in your life is also being kind of reflected on the outer world, the macrocosm, if you will, okay, within society. So I feel like, there's something to be said with this no time to get down because I'm moving up. First of all, I just want to let you know that yes, you are poised for greatness. Yes, you are moving up. Yes, the work that you are doing is very important. It is very meaningful. Now, whether that's work on the self or work within a community, in any sort of activism even, or just with, outreach and programs, and I feel like a lot of folks are going to be called to action, let's just say, at this point in time. Anyways, y'all are poised for greatness, right? You are going to get yourself out of these circumstances, out of these patterns, out of this heavy and not somewhat, but heavy and negative energy. Okay, it's really heavy right now. The vibe is really, really heavy. So with the take a nap energy, right? This is, kind of what I touched on a second ago, which is like, it takes some time out to feel your feelings, to process your feelings, to have a cry, to have a rest, to have a nap, to let things settle within yourself, and even within, your outer circumstances. If you need to cut certain people out or cut certain people off, or, go no contact with certain people in your world, then it's okay to do that, because there's something here about again, back to that crabs in a bucket. You don't want to allow yourself to be pulled back down. Okay. You don't want to allow yourself to get sucked into that, intense and, let's say, dense negative energy that is kind of swirling around us at the moment. All right. Okay. We're going to try to focus, and Spirit's wanting us to focus on creating what we want to see, co-creating, working with others, reaching out for support in, I'm getting safe spaces. Okay. So, and again, really, really focusing on what can be done in the now, what can be done in your life. Okay. Now, again, whether this is on a broader scale, where you're trying to enact some positive change in the world, okay, or in your own personal life, the message remains the same. I do feel like there is going to be, there's a need for this resting period. Okay. And belief that, yes, you will overcome. And yes, we will continue to create just a healthier, happier space, okay, for ourselves and our family, and, our communities, and humanity as a whole, right? Because we are here to raise the vibration of the people on the planet. And it just seems that, the people around us are so hell-bent on keeping that energy dense, and keeping that energy thick, and keeping that energy like in the negative, right? So I hope y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. I'm just going to take a second here to process what I see. Okay, I'm back. So the biggest message so far that I'm receiving is that, we're in it for the long haul. I'm getting here, we're in it for the long haul, and that we are not to let our environments around us get to us, bring us down. We are going to move through this, and it's not a race. Okay, it's not a race. It's not a race. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, it's not a race. Okay, let's see. I just need to focus in on the tarot here. This is a little bit more intense. I figured it would be. Okay. Oh my goodness. The last, I want to say the last week has been really intense for folks who can feel energy. If you are an energy worker, or you're a light worker, or again, even if you are a woman, a person of color, someone who's in the queer space, it's been very frightening what's been happening in the world around us. It's very disheartening. It's very sad. Yeah, it's just like, it feels like we're being pulled down. It feels like we're moving backwards instead of, you know, what we were kind of promised, you know, at this point in time, the people on the planet, this moment of, you know, we're all meant to be evolving, moving into new timelines. You know, it's really, it's very intense. Okay, it's very intense, and I thought and I felt that, you know, maybe we all had a chance as a species. Or we were all at a point as a species where we were ready to grow and evolve and move on. And I do feel like that is still happening, but I feel like the split between timelines is it's very real. We're in the thick of it. We are in the thick of it right now. Okay, we're in the thick of it right now. I do feel it's really important to spend a lot of time in quiet and meditation. Again, really getting rid of people and places that no longer align with you and your beliefs and your intentions. And, you know, it's really time to clear out the muck and to focus on the world and in the communities in which you want to create. Okay, that's what it is. All right, Spirit, please give me something here. I know this message isn't going to be for everyone, but for those of you who are feeling the heaviness, especially after the American election, it's been very disheartening. You know, there's people in my life I couldn't believe. There's certain people in my life that, you know, I thought were more enlightened or more aligned with evolution in their spiritual selves, to find out that they're just being sucked into the darkness. Okay, anyways, I don't even want to. Okay, let me just keep moving here. We have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Okay, the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Swords. There is so much love that is still present. Okay, I want to say we are supposed to right now focus on the love and the light that is within ourselves, within everyone, and to really bring messages of love forth right now, messages of support, messages of you know, just being really kind and compassionate to the people around us. Okay, to the people around us and to our communities as a whole. Right now, like I said, the heaviness, the intensity, what has been really shown to us is that there is a lot of hatred in the world. And the best thing that we can do right now is to combat any of that hatred and that energy of fear and anger with love. Okay, love will win out. Okay, and so you are being guided to try to remain in the energy of love and not get pulled down to those lower vibrations. You know, it just is what it is when you're communicating with others. There, we have the High Priestess, we have the Tower, we have the Five of Swords, and we also have death coming up. Okay, this is a very transformative time. We are in Scorpio season right now, which is the death energy. That is death and rebirth, right? The Tower, the High Priestess, Five of Swords, all of this energy is giving, you know, it's like we didn't see. There's something like, you know, when the Tower shows up, it's like we don't see it coming, right? We don't see the breakdown coming. We don't, whatever we had expected, our intuition, you know, maybe, you know, it just feels like we got it wrong in some way, right? It feels like we got it wrong in some way. That we were perhaps maybe hoping for the best, or hoping that something would shift, hoping that something would finally change, that the world around us, you know, would show some sign of growth and evolution and kindness and love towards our fellow man, woman, right? Um, but it's like I feel like, you know, this whole last week has been very intense, and I just can't escape the heaviness of this reading and of the energy. It's very confusing for a lot of people because we were receiving messages of hope. You know, I think we were receiving a lot of messages of hope. Um, it just feels like it's a lot more of the same, right? It feels like it's a lot more of the same. We are There's a lot of energy right now about being in the feelings, being in your feelings, and that being okay. um there is so much heaviness in this reading. I feel like this is going to be a period of time where we are allowed to, or we're being called to give ourselves time and space to really mourn what we thought would be the beginning of just maybe a happier or lighter time on the planet. There's a lot of fear right now about how things are going to, you know, steadily get worse, and I know that is something that is coming. Okay, so um, I'm not here. I don't want to give like doom and gloom reading, but I feel like it's very potent, and there's no real way around it, and there's no way to sugarcoat the way many of us are feeling right now. Like it's just become a lot, and it's almost like almost too much, you know. It's almost too much. Now again, I am reading this more from a perspective of like what's happening with the people on the planet right now. Things are getting more intense, and I feel like, you know, we are only at the beginning, and it's only going to get worse, but things have to get worse, I suppose, before they can get better. Now please stick with me, because the transformation that is here and that I can clearly see in this energy is that there will be new life that is birthed from all of this destruction and all of this intensity and all of this hatred. If we are able to focus on love and focus on maybe working within smaller groups, and like I said, creating um, spaces, safe spaces, co-creating safe spaces and community for ourselves and one another, and really detaching from the very consciously detaching from the destructive timeline that we are about to, let's say, witness. Okay. Because it is, we are going to bear witness to some pretty devastating things that are ahead for us here. um, I don't really know how to turn this around so much. Let's see if there's advice here. Let's see if there's advice. I feel like the best advice for moving forward throughout this heavy period of time is focusing on the love, focusing on love, trusting in the divine, and again, creating safe spaces for ourselves and our loved ones. Again, trying not to let ourselves be pulled down back into this bucket, the crabs in the bucket, right? Oh. Okay, what is the advice? What is the advice? 10 of Pentacles. Focus on yourself, focus on your family. As I said, self, the Hermit came out. Focus on the self, focus on the family, focus on your legacy, focus on your path, focus on your goals, focus on the good. I do feel like, here's the thing, it's not, yeah, I feel there are still things worth celebrating. Like, I'm not saying like everything is over, you know, like the world is, there's not going to be any good in the world anymore. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that holding space and holding space for light and love is really important right now, not only for you, but for humanity. Okay. And how we do that is really protecting our energy and keeping ourselves away from um, people and spaces that don't align with what we are trying to create, especially if you are a heavily empathic person, an energy reader, a light worker, you know, divine one, chosen one, divine feminine, all of that. You know, it's really intense to witness what's happening, and it is our job to hold space for love and light, and to be these beacons of love, right? We really need to maintain that for ourselves. So is it, you know, is it okay to grieve and to be upset and to take a nap and to, yes, it is. And I do feel like part of the message here is that it is okay to cut yourself off from, and I don't mean like 100% self isolation, but cut yourself out of spaces that are extremely toxic, and that aren't in alignment with love and light. Okay. And not to be like, you know, talking about toxic positivity or swinging too far in the other direction. We have to be rooted and grounded in the reality in which we do live, but we don't have to inundate ourselves with the negativity. All right. I think that's very important in coming through. So, as much as you perhaps are frustrated that every time we think we're going somewhere or we're moving up, we're getting pulled back down like those crabs in a bucket, okay? The way out is to, again, align with your tribe, align with people and places and situations that where y'all share the same vision for a future, and then help and get to work creating those spaces for yourselves and one another, just to keep you sane. Like, this is almost like, you know, how do I function in this kind of world, right? How do I function in this world right now when it is looking so bleak, and when it is bound to get worse. Okay, it is bound to get worse. So it's really a message about do what we can with what we have, and to not allow ourselves to be sucked down into that darkness and into that energy, and to really hold space for love and light in the world at this point in time. I don't feel like I will necessarily be able to pull on more of like a future energy, because this is more like picking up a lot of the confusion and a lot of the grief and anger and yeah, I just feel like that's what I'm picking up right now. And it's like, that's okay. It's okay to be in this energy. It's okay to kind of just, I don't know, you got to process it. It's okay to feel your feelings, and it's okay to take some time out, and regroup, and I guess see uh what comes up. Okay, see what comes up, as in, like, you know, see if you have access to any inspiration or new ideas, or you know, any wisdom on how you will be moving forward in and navigating this energy. I said this wasn't really going to be a political reading, but it kind of is, because I mean, there's no denying it. There's no denying it. And I feel like people are feeling this all over the world, not just people living in the US currently. Like I said, I'm Canadian, and I woke up today after the election results, in the US, and I have a lot of family in the States and friends. Um, and it is very disheartening to see the state of the world. And I feel like the whole world is kind of watching as well. And it is unbelievably backwards what's happening. And it's unbelievably, yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, it's a slap in the face. Um, to evolution of people on the planet. Like, I don't know, have you ever seen that movie Idiocracy? Because I feel like it's a good, maybe comic relief to kind of see what's happening in that movie. Maybe it's a funny movie. It was funny until I can see it's actually playing out in the world right now. But anyways, I don't know what to do with this. I really don't. I thought it would be okay to do a reading and to check in. And I guess it is. If you're here, if you're still here, let me know in the comments how you're feeling, what's been going on. If there's any kind of, yeah. Let me just say very clearly, like anyone that I know personally, and I really just don't care. If you support hatred, if you support if you support Trump and you support hatred, like we can't be friends anymore. That's it. We're done. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I can't keep that kind of energy in my life. So I just have to say that. I have to say it. And I don't know. I mean, it's okay to do that. It's okay to remove that kind of energy from your life. And so even if it's family or close friends or people who have surprised you with their stance, let me know. I'm sure this is kind of breaking up a lot of the duality is real, and I feel like the breaking of the timelines is also very real here too. The splitting of the timelines, I should say, because it becomes really clear where a person stands based on where they are on this on this day, okay, and who they support and what's happening. I just gotta say that. I'm putting it out there, and I just don't care. So those of you who feel like you need to leave the channel, leave the space, go for it. Have fun. We're gonna be trying to fix or trying to fix what's actually going on in the world, because this is just totally fucked. Anyways, I'm sending you lots of love. I will try to shake this energy off. I don't even know if I'm going to post this reading. I thought I'd be able to navigate the energy here in a much more positive way, but I can't. Anyways, I'm sending you lots of love. I know it's not going to be this way forever. The energy will shift. I just feel for people in our tribe, it's very palpable at the moment. So this is what it is. Okay, take some time out, come back to center, and I'm going to do the same, and we will regroup, and I will try to get more positive messaging or pick up on solutions, right? But in the meantime, it's like it's unfreaking believable. Okay. Anyways, I'm sending you lots of love, my friends. Stay strong out there. Don't be too hard on yourselves. Take a break, clear your space, clear your energy, meditate, focus on love and light within you. And it's okay if, like I said, if you need to cut people out of your life and out of your space, you can do so from an energy of love. You can say, I just can't have that in my world. Okay. I love you, and I do have people that aren't going to be cut from my world. Like, I love them. I really do. And I want the best for some of these people, but I just can't. I love myself more than to have to, I just can't. Anyways, I'm sending all of you love, and yeah, I hope you guys can do the same. Yeah, take care. Try to have a blessed day. Try to have a blessed day. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I'm going to post it. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, take care.
She said she'd only kill me, fly through the car to death. She said she'd only love me, fly through the car that wasn't in the deck. The card my finger touched, think I got my wish. You know for sure when it's all done, she said she was beautiful.